11 questions you shouldn't make a mistake of going into the exam room without having them at your fingertips. Hello everyone, for those who don't know me, I'm Mohammed Yunus, the student nurse from Amref International University. In my channel, I talk about anatomy and physiology. If you're a student nurse and you feel like you have a little problem with the anatomy, this is the right place for you. All you have to do is just subscribe, hit the notification bell so that anytime I upload my video, you catch up with me. In my previous videos, I was talking about the blood. I happened to go through all the components of the blood. I talked about the red blood cells, white blood cells. I talked about the platelets. So today I'm done with the blood, and I want to give you guys 11 questions that I'm 100% sure they can't miss in any serious blood exam. Why am I saying this? This because these are the building blocks of the blood. Without these questions, we could not be having the blood. So question number one, you should have the knowledge about the components of the blood. You should know there's something known as white blood cells, red blood cells, the platelets. What are the functions of this? What are the functions of these components? You should have at least arm yourself with at least 3 functions at your fingertips before going to any examination concerning the blood. Another question that you should be familiar with is you should know the difference between plasma and serum. Not only the difference, also make sure you know the similarities. That's a question that will never miss in any serious blood exam. Another question, you should know the formed elements. That's the red blood cell, white blood cells, and the platelets. You should know them. That's mostly in the MCQs. You should know what does it mean. What does it mean when an examiner asks you about the formed elements? You should not stress. Formed elements are the red blood cells, white blood cells, and the platelets. Another question you should be aware of is the phases of homeostasis. It's there in my video. I talked about it. Make sure before going to your exam room, go through that video. It's a very short video and it will help you. This question will never miss in any serious anatomy exam concerning the blood. Another question you should be familiar with, that's question number 5, are the plasma proteins. Be aware of all the plasma proteins. Know their functions, at least 3 functions, and you're good to go. And which one is the most abundant plasma protein? Another question you should be aware of, that's the structure of the cell, structure of the red blood cell, structure of the white blood cell, structure of the platelets. All those should be at your fingertips. Don't you make, and I repeat, don't you make a mistake of going into your exam room without having gone through these questions. You should also know the vasoconstrictors. We have the endothelin, we have the serotonin, we have the thromboxane. Know their functions. Know all those at your fingertips. Mostly those are MCQs. They will ask you which of these is not a vasoconstrictor. You should know all the vasoconstrictors. Another question, you should know the polymorphonuclears and their function. You should also know their structures. That's a question that will never miss in a serious anatomy exam concerning the blood. I'm talking about serious anatomy. What do I mean by serious anatomy exam concerning the blood? That's a standard exam that talks about all the essentials, all the things that make up the blood, of which those things are what I'm talking about right now here. So make sure you have them at your fingertips. Another part that will never miss in a serious exam is the ABO blood group system. Though I haven't talked about this in my videos yet, but this is the next thing I'm uploading. This is my video for tomorrow. I'll upload the ABO blood group system, so make sure you don't miss. For that reason, make sure you subscribe so that anytime I upload my video, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that immediately I upload my video, you get the notification and you will be ready to go. Question number 10, structure and function of the red blood cell, white blood cell, and platelets. Those are the questions that you are waking up at night, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., you are able to answer with a lot of ease. You should not stress about those. These are the building blocks of the blood. You should have them at your fingertips. And the very last question is function of the blood. All the functions of the blood, you should have them at your fingertips. If you check through those questions that I have told you about, even without going through the notes, you'll be able to answer 50% and above of the blood without even having gone through the notes or the slides. With those questions that I've told you about, you'll be good to go. So make sure you go through the questions. If you're having a hard time with any of the questions, just write it in the comment section. I'll be there. I'll help you through it. We'll do the research together if there's a problem, and we'll figure things out. So this is the end of my video, and let's meet in my next video that I'll be uploading tomorrow about the ABO blood group system.